I loaded the header onto the trailer, first moved the combine into the shed, then backed in the trailer with a header as well. We should do something with these potatoes. We need the land to plant some wheat. I hopped into the forklift, loaded one pallet into the pigsty, and stored the rest inside the shed for future use. Then hopped into the John Deere. First, planted some grass around the new shed and young trout factory. Then, attached the fertilizer spreader, bought a few bags of solid fertilizer, loaded the spreader full, and sprayed it over the harvested fields. To get the maximum yield, we shouldn't plant the same crops in the same field all the time. So I parked the spreader, attached the case seeder, loaded in some fertilizer, planted just the previous potato field with wheat, as we will plant some more in either the soybean or corn fields. Parked the seeder, and invested all of our money into fish food. Bought 6 pallets for $15,600. Loaded 1 pallet in each fish pond, and the rest into the young trout factory. But it was getting dark, so I fed the chicken, and went inside to get some rest. In the morning, I was hugely surprised as not only the soybeans were ready to harvest, but also the corn. The factory produced us a few boxes of young trout as well, and we even got our first box of trout. So I immediately hopped into the forklift. First, loaded the young trout into the other 2 fish ponds that were still empty. Then, picked up the first pallet of fish, and brought to the selling point to see if it was worth the effort. Got $10,051 for a single box. That's way more profitable than just trying to catch them in the open sea with the fishing rod. But we got many more jobs for today. So I parked the forklift in the shed, hopped into the harvester, carefully maneuvered it with the header attached out of the shed, attached the header, and started the soybean harvest. We will finally have a protein source for the pigs. They will grow about 20% faster and be way leaner. In turn, way more expensive when sold to the butcher. Got close to 4,000 liters of soybeans, loaded the first trailer into the silos, and what's left straight into the pigsty, brought the header to the washing station, washed it off, and parked back into the shed. But we have a problem. We need to harvest the corn somehow. So I started shopping for a corn header, and the only one we could afford was this 4-row cutter with a working width of 3.1 meters for $5,500.